Welcome to this new and exciting video on Power BI, where we are learning how to create different visuals in Power BI and what are the different visuals available in Power BI. And we are creating and learning these visuals with proper formatting. So till now, we have covered stack bar chart, stack column chart, cluster bar chart, cluster column chart, 100% stacked bar chart, 100% stacked column chart. After that, we have learned line and stacked column chart, line and clustered column chart. Then we learned about line chart, area chart, stacked area chart with proper formatting. Okay? And in this series, we are only using black and white color, but our charts are looking good in these two colors also. In today's video or in today's section, we are going to learn 100% stacked area chart. So we are going to learn how to create 100% stacked area chart and how to format 100% stacked area chart with proper formatting so that we can visualize the data very easily. So for creating 100% stacked area chart, we have to select this visual. Okay, just click on the visual, increase the size of the visual according to the need. Okay, now once the visuals are selected, the next step is we have to define certain things for creating the graph. Okay, so I have given the dataset in the description box. What you can do, you can also download the dataset which is given in the description box, load in the Power BI, and you can also follow the same steps for creating the visual. Okay, so first thing is we have to define x-axis, what we want to create on x-axis. Okay, so let's say we want to put diagnosis on x-axis. Okay, now the next thing which we have to define is y-axis, what we want to put on y-axis. So let's say we want total medication cost on y-axis, that is summation of medication cost. Okay, so this area chart is created. Okay, now in terms of percentage, this is 100%. So this is 100% of total medication cost. Okay, now the third thing which we have to define here is legend. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll drag different departments to legend. Okay, so once you drag the different department to legend, see our graph is divided into stacked manner. Okay, it shows that if the diagnosis is hypertension, it means that 42.42% of the total medication cost is from cardiology department. Okay, if the diagnosis is hypertension, it means that 13.15% is from general surgery department. So this is the total percentage of medication cost, which is 100%, and they have divided department wise based on diagnosis. Okay. Now the next field which we have to define is 100 small multiples. Okay. So now what is the use of small multiples? So let's say you want to create same graph for different providers. Okay, so instead of creating the same graph for each and every provider, what you will do, you will create one template. So this will be a template, and you will drag provider name in small multiples. So what it will do, it will divide the same graph for each and every provider. See, 5 providers are there, so we have 5 graphs now. So this is the use of small multiples, and we have already seen what are tooltips. So basically, when we drag the cursors on important point, okay. So if you want to show more information here, okay, so you can show with the help of tooltip. Now let's say along with this, we want to show total patient as well. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just drag total patient into tooltips. Okay, now if you take your cursor along with the previous information, it will show now total patient as well. See, you can see on the screen now total patient is also visible. Okay, so this is the use of tooltip. Now till now we have learned how to create 100% stacked area chart. Okay, so always remember that the area covered in this particular chart will be 100%, and according to the legend, it will divide the area. Okay, now the next thing is we have to see how to format this particular chart. Okay, so that we can visualize the data very easily. Okay, so for formatting the chart, first we have to define the background of the canvas. So canvas is nothing but a place where we create the visuals. So this white background is nothing but canvas at the back. Okay, so we'll define the background color. So for that, we will go to format your report page. Your canvas background drop down is there. Okay. So instead of white color, we'll select black color. Now, even though you have selected the color, but the color is not visible because of the transparency. So we will reduce the transparency to 0%. Once the transparency is reduced to 0%, the background color will be visible. Okay. Now it is looking very awkward that your visual background color is white and canvas color, background color is white, black. Okay. So what we will do, we will make the visual background color also black. So always remember that whenever you are creating any dashboard, your background color, canvas background color, as well as your visual background color should match so that your dashboard will look really good. Okay. So for defining the visual background color, you will select the visual, you will go on general setting, you will go to effect, there will be one option of background, you will select black color in that one. Okay. Now this is done. Now the next thing is for our visual, there is no border. So for creating the border, we will enable this toggle button. Okay, then we'll select white color for border, rounded. Instead of the like pointed corners, we'll select rounded corners, and you can select the size of 15 pixel for that one, and we'll increase the width of the borderline with up to 2 pixel. Now right now for our visual, shadow is also not there, so we'll enable this button. Okay, so right now the color of the shadow is black, so we will select white color for the shadow, and the position of the shadow is towards bottom and right, so you can change the position according to the requirement and the system. Okay, now now we have formatted our canvas background color, visual background color. We have given visual border with rounded corners, and we have created shadow for our visual. Now we are going to format our x-axis and y-axis. So for that, we will select the visual, go to format your visual. Now for formatting x-axis, if you observe carefully, whatever the data is present on x-axis, that is not visible because of the text color. Okay. So what we will do, whatever the values which are present on x-axis, we'll make them bold. We'll select white at text color. We'll increase the size to 12 pixel. Okay. Now see the values are clearly visible. Then The title for x-axis will make it bold. We'll increase the size to 15 pixel. Okay, and we will select white color. Then the values which are present on y-axis, okay, we can define minimum maximum value, but as it is 100% stacked area chart, so the values vary from 0 to 100%. Okay, so no need to define minimum and maximum value here. Instead of this, you can use logarithmic scale as well with the help of this toggle button. Okay, then the values which are present on y-axis, you can make it bold. You can select white as a text color. You can increase the size of text, and you can follow the same step for title which is present on y-axis. Make it bold, select text color as white, increase the size to 15 pixel. Okay, so now see the values of x and y-axis are visible, as well as the title of x and y-axis is visible. Now these things, the department, okay, these are nothing but the legend. So what we'll do, we'll format the region. Right now the position is towards the top and towards the left side. So we'll select top center. Okay. Then text of the legend, we'll make it bold. We'll increase the text size. We'll select white color as text so that it will be clearly visible. Now if you don't want title for the legend, right now the department is the title. If you don't want, you can disable this toggle button. Okay. But we will require that one. Now grid lines are nothing but these lines. Okay. So what we will do, we'll select the color for the grid line. This one. Transparency 0%. Instead of dotted line, we'll select solid line. Our graph will look really good. And we'll increase the width of the grid line by 1 pixel. So now the new width of the grid line will be 2 pixels. Okay. For y-axis, you can enable this button for the zoom slider so that you can change the axis value according to yourself. Okay. Then now we are going to format these lines. Okay. So now see, CD selected is all. So first I'll select cardiology. Okay. Line style will be solid. Then width of the line is 3 pixels. That is fine. We can define color of the line. So I'll select this particular color for cardiology. Then the next is general surgery. So for general surgery, I'll select the second color. Then the third line is neurology. So I'll select third color. Then we have orthopedics. I'll select fourth color. And the last one is pediatrics. So I'll select the last color. Okay. So now see our 100% stacked area chart is looking really good now with the help of black and white color. So for shaded area, okay, what you can do, you have series, right? Cardiology, general surgery and all. So you can enable this toggle button match color line. So whatever the color you have selected for the line, it will be applied to the shaded area as well. Okay. And you can decide transparency based on yourself. Okay. You can reduce it to 0 like this. Okay. Like this. Okay. And this is looking really good now. Now, let's say you want important points to be shown with the help of dot or like square box, and also for that you can use markers. You can enable this. Okay. Now see, for cardiology, okay, you can select the shape, which is circle. Then for general surgery, you can select square. After that, neurology, you can select diamond. Then for orthopedics, you can select triangle. And at last, for pediatrics, you can select cross. Okay. So as this is not really visible, so what you can do, now you can change the color. Okay. So I'll select this color for pediatrics. Okay. Then for orthopedics, I select this one. Then for neurology, I'll select the third one. Then for general surgery, I'll select second one. And for cardiology, I'll select the first one. Okay. And you can increase the size of that one as well. So let's say instead of 5 pixels, I'll select 10 pixels. 8 will look good. Okay. For cardiology, 8. Then for general surgery also, it will be 8. Then for neurology, 8. Orthopedics also 8. And at last, pediatrics also 8. Okay. Now this is looking good. Now, if I ask you, okay, what is the percentage of this one? So you cannot directly tell instead of like taking your mouse cursor on that particular point. So for that, what you can do, you can enable the data label. Okay. So now values will be clearly visible, and you can format this data label as well. Okay. So position is auto. So instead of that, what you can choose inside and okay. And background color you can enable. You can select black as a background. And for value, you'll make it bold. You can increase the size, and you can select white color so that it will be clearly visible. Okay. You can disable detail button. Okay. If you enable detail button, it will show in terms of percentage. Okay. So you can keep based on the requirement. If you want percentage, you can keep percent of total, or else you can select custom. So you can Select add data here, what you want to show in terms of data label. So what I'll do, I'll keep percentage of total here, or else let's keep custom only, so it will show only values. Okay, because when you drag your cursor, it will show, okay, percentage. The grid lines are not visible. Okay, so this is the proper formatting for 100% stacked bar chart. Now the last thing which is remaining here is title of the graph. So for formatting the title, what you have to do, you have to select the visual. Okay, go to format your visual, go to general setting for title. So what you can do, you can put title here, make it bold. Okay, increase the size to 15 pixel, select text color as white, then it will be clearly visible. And right now the title is aligned towards left side. Okay, so we will central align it. And to separate the title from the visual, what we will do, we will provide a divider line with white color and line size as 2 pixel. Huh? So this is done. So these are the steps which you can follow for creating 100% stacked area chart. Okay. So I hope you have learned a lot of different things: how to format 100% stacked area chart, how to create 100% area stacked area chart, and you have also learned how. What is the use of 100% stacked area chart? Means in which case you can create this kind of visual. So I hope you have liked the video. If you have liked the video, if you feel that this video was informative, you have learned a lot from this video, you can hit the like button. Please like, share, and subscribe my channel as well. Thank you for joining with me. Thank you.